What's going on, guys? Of course, here from Gaming Legit, bringing you some Battlefield 3. It's the second part of a gameplay I posted, let's see, 2 videos ago. Part 1 should be easy to find. Just subscribe to my channel. If you stumbled on, you'll be able to find it. Otherwise, you should have already watched it. Nevertheless, I'll post a foolproof annotation on the screen to lead you over to Part 1 if you haven't viewed it yet. It's a good vid. I give the best commentaries ever. Oh, sad face. My soul hurt when I said that. Anyways, guys, the couple things I want to talk about in this, I don't really want to get too thick into strategy and stuff like that. I'm going to get into this game heavy when it releases pretty soon, actually. What's the date today? Oh my gosh, that sucks. It's 5:30, so my freaking hand on my watch is covering the date. I think it's the 19th. I'm pretty sure it's the 19th, but I'm retarded and I always second guess myself and I get myself in trouble all the time. Do you do that? Where you know the answer, but then in your head you're like, no, you're retarded, you're probably wrong. And so then you alter your answer, and your next answer, the new answer that you think is better than your first one, happens to be way off, even worse than your first one, if you even got it right the first time. Does that make any sense? That was confusing as hell. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, the point of this video, I'm not going to be talking too much about strat. I'm going to wait till the game actually releases, where you can fly jets and helicopters and all the vehicles, and hopefully maps will be more expansive, not expensive, expansive. Because this map, honestly, it's too thin. I understand that it's an infantry-based map, but when you're arming one of the objective points, and you can almost put your red dot on the next objective point, and they're that close, that's way too close. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed this map. You work as different squads, but really you're just like this brigade of soldiers running forward on this line, right? There's no alternate paths. There's no, okay, I have a team going over to B across the river on that side of the map while I'm going for this MCOM station. It's like you're right on the center spot that you saw me in the very, very beginning of this gameplay, behind those cinder blocks, cement blocks, whatever the hell they are. I could easily defend a massive part of the map single-handedly. And I mean, just if there was a few of me or a few of you guys with me and we were kind of doing that, there's no way they could breach the border. By the way, the sound cues in this game, they need to be fixed a little bit. Sometimes they don't even do anything, so I had no idea that that objective was even armed. And it's this little tiny blinky square on the top of my HUD. There's no way I'm going to notice that because it doesn't give me an alert on my screen. If it does, I'm completely oblivious to it. That might be a nice touch, actually. Put a cue on top of the screen that your objective's been armed rather than just a voice cue, because if another action or something happens at the same time as that MCOM station being armed, then it gets kind of funky and it'll just arm and you have no idea. Anyways, for this video, I got discussion topics I want you guys to post in the comment section. You guys often do a really good job of sparking conversation and kind of talking about games, and I want to continue that. I like the fact that my videos sometimes alter into a forum of certain sorts when I bring up a controversial topic or say something that pisses someone off, so I have someone like leave some kind of hate comment, and then someone else will come on and defend me and try to right the wrong and be my savior. And then this whole conversation just sparks with these like verbal arguments on my videos. You guys know who you are. I get to read every single one of your comments when you post it, and I'm one of those guys that does read every single one of the comments. Every once in a while, I'll reply to a comment if I want to. If it tickles me in the right way, I will reply to it. But for this video, there's a couple things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is the map, this infantry-based map. Now, I know that this is just one of the maps, and some of the maps we've seen are much larger, to say the least. Like, they're huge, but I don't want any more maps like this. And I know it's a nice mix up when you're playing these large maps and then suddenly you get to play a smaller one. It's more infantry based. I don't really want to do that in this game. If I wanted a more infantry based, narrow kind of sandbox shooter, I'd play Call of Duty. I don't want to do that. The whole point of Battlefield to me is that it's a battlefield. It's not a battle narrow walkway park. And you know, I know it expands and there's slight depth to this that other games don't even get as much or as expansive as this, but there needs to be more to the map. I mean, it's very, very straightforward. It's a linear shot. You could see every flank at certain parts of the map. I mean, nobody can slip out of your view if you're paying attention. So if you're playing with a group of savvy players, like imagine 2 squads of just some of the great first-person shooters doing callouts the entire time. The opposing team wouldn't stand a chance to arm the MCOM stations. And something that's kind of unique about Battlefield is that strategy sometimes overrides first-person shooters skills. And I'm not saying I don't want the first-person shooter skills in this game, because I always warrant that. Any game that limits a person's ability to succeed, I will not play. It drives me absolutely insane. But this game, I can be just as good in this game as I can be in Call of Duty. And that's why Call of Duty is so appealing. And I know that, you know, I already probably pissed someone off by saying he who must not be named, whatever the hell that Harry Potter thing is. I screwed that up, and I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I freaking love Harry Potter. I dork out to that shit. Straight up, dude. Oh, I should have ate those cookies. I don't think I should have ate those, because this, yeah. Anyways, if you still get those first-person abilities to just succeed and completely destroy people, and in Call of Duty, that's the one thing that's I actually like about Call of Duty. Is every once in a while, my friends love playing Call of Duty. They're big Call of Duty guys. A couple of my best friends. So if they send me an invite and it's like Modern Warfare, I'll jump on. What the hell? It's a shooter. Sure, I'll hop on and destroy all the people that think Call of Duty is the greatest game in the world. I never play the game, but I can get on and get a nuke in like the first game. No joke. If I have a decent team and I'm not going to be like spawn switching all the time, I can get a nuke like no other, like really easy. That just goes to show you how broken the Call of Duty games are. And if you guys think that you're getting some new crazy awesome Call of Duty, yeah, it's gonna be balanced and there's gonna be a lot of flares and there's mechanics to the Call of Duty that are absolutely awesome, but you're buying the same game as you did from Call of Duty 4, except they finally, maybe possibly, balanced it and added into the game what they should have added 10 years ago or whenever Call of Duty 4 came out. You guys have spent over $300 on Call of Duty titles that has been the same game over and over and over. That's a nice statistic for you to think about, Call of Duty, guys. But hey, if you like the game, if you enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with that. Spend as much money as you want. Spoil yourself. If it's something you enjoy, do it. As long as it's not killing, raping, or any of those terrible, terrible things. I'm not one of those guys who's gonna spark this like Call of Duty versus Battlefield. They're two completely different games, not even close. They're just two of the most popular games right now, and so EA is trying to steal the Call of Duty franchise's fan base, and I hope to God they are, because they deserve it. Honestly, I mean, a completely new engine and everything that's in this game, the depth. They deserve taking those Call of Duty fans. I'm sorry if that's like kind of offensive to the Call of Duty players, but honestly, I mean, just like, you can't deny what they've done in this game as far as mechanics and customizable options and the lighting effects and the smoke and the sound. If you don't have headphones, freaking buy surround sound headphones for this game. You will not be able to experience Battlefield just playing through your TV. It's wild. You don't understand how amazing the sound is in this game. And it's just like Bad Company. Bad Company has amazing sound as well. So check that out. Anyways, so the first topic I want you guys to address in the comment section for this video is the map. And the maps in this game. And it's kind of early, but maybe it's going to be more of like a wish list. And a lot of you hardcore Battlefield veterans have a lot more time to look up all these like special little details and announcements that they post on Twitter and their blogs and their forums and stuff like that, and they probably have posted a lot of pictures and photos and stats and facts about all the maps that have come out. But all I've seen is like Caspian Border or whatever that big map is with the jets that's posted all over YouTube, and this map. That's pretty much all I've seen. And I honestly don't want to be playing any more infantry-based maps. I want to be using the vehicles. I want the jets. I want that full immersed Battlefield experience. And I know the change of pace every once in a while would be nice, but even if I got this 1 out of like 3 games, I wouldn't want it. I'm talking like 1 out of 7 games maybe that I play online. I would like to get an infantry based map, but that's me. Maybe I'm just being a little bit selfish. Leave your opinion in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the maps and what you think and what you expect and what you hope for. The next thing I want to talk about is just 2 little trinkets in this game that more or less I guess is to help me out. There's some mechanics in this game and there's a lot of stuff I don't know, but I think it'll be good for the viewers. And even so, I mean, you might know the answer to my question, but there's going to be 100 or more people watching this video that have no idea. And so that's why I post these questions. Yeah, I might look like the dumbass in front of everybody because I don't know the answer to it, but it helps out the community inevitably. So I hope you guys can post respectful answers and really help out. The first thing I want to talk about is the Recon kit. Very controversial class. People often hate it because there's bush Wookiees that abuse the class and they can't do anything, and so they make all of the other players look really bad. It's like anything, you know, there's guys that ruin something for everybody because they abuse it, and the Recon class is one of those things. There's the guys that use the Recon class use it, some of them at least, the people that ruin it for everybody else, to hide as far away from everybody else, to try to make it virtually impossible to be seen and to be shot, to ensure that they cannot die, and to try to get quote cheap easy kills with absolutely no threat or real stress of having to be up in someone's face. And those guys maybe get like 3 kills, 4 kills a game, and they do nothing for the objective. They do little to nothing to defend. But for those of us that are actually good at the Recon kit and good as first-person shooters, we understand the objective and can use it successfully. As we know, there's no Recon mines for Battlefield 3. Those are gone. So if you love those in Bad Company 2, which I actually did, I thought it was a great kit item. They were very powerful, and you could abuse those with reloading your kit over and over, and they did get super annoying. So actually, I think it's going to be nice. It's going to actually be nice to say bye-bye to those Recon mines, because I abused the shit out of those things quite successfully, I must add. But now they have a new item, and I'm sorry I don't know what it's called, just because I haven't played the game for a long time and I wasn't sitting there memorizing all the different acronyms for the different equipment and stuff like that. But there's a sensory unit of some sort for the Recon kit that you could set down, and it's just that. It's supposed to give you a cue to an enemy being around you in a certain vicinity. But from what I take from it, it's just supposed to beep. But I don't know. The thing's never worked for me. I don't know what's going on. And so that's one of those things I need you guys to answer. Explain to me how that thing works. I set that thing down over and over and over again. And by the way, that thing's like impossible to set down. You have to find just the sweet spot, the clitoris on the ground to set that thing down on. Otherwise, it's not going to work. I don't know what's going on with that thing. There's another thing to post in the comment section. That's the first thing. So we got the map. We've got that Recon kit tool. The second thing is the EOD bot. For the engineer kit. If you guys know this, it can arm and disarm objective points. Really cool. It can also repair vehicles. But the downside is it's impossible to drive. I can't steer that thing worth hell. If I hit a caterpillar in the middle of the street, that EOD bot will flip 180 degrees, and then suddenly I don't know what's forward, what's backwards, and I'm just sitting there driving that thing into curbs. I can never drive that thing successfully. Is there a trick to that EOD bot? Or am I just that bad? Leave that in the comment section as well. Hope you enjoyed this part 2. I did pretty good. 54-9, not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm humbling myself. I'm being modest too. What can I say? Pretty good. 6-point kill death ratio. Oh, that's not that bad. 2.5 kills per minute or whatever that is. There's a previous video. Show some support for Halo, guys. I know a lot of you don't like Halo. You don't care for it, and a lot of you just have these terrible emotions towards the game, which is completely unwarranted. I don't understand why people throw so much hate towards Halo. It's still, to date, the cleanest, one of the best shooters out there. And it's extremely skill-based. So people are saying it's easy, it's like you're not even playing the game. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Otherwise, subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment, as always, to the ones that suggested. Rate the video as well. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.